No headphones today. I know I have a frown on my face, but I'm actually in a pretty good mood today. Man, like as soon as stuff gets taken away, stuff gets given back to you in life. So guys, any of you guys are going through adversity such as your YouTube channel getting shut down, such as your city freezing, such as COVID, such as your girlfriend breaking up with you. I don't know, but if you guys are going through any issues in your life, I just want to start this video out by saying it'll get better.
Mr. Bradley.
Okay, guys, so on to the real topic of today. I don't know what that is, but I know I am sitting here smoking on this live Terpene legally lifted cart. We only have a couple left. This is actually the last flavor in which I hadn't tried, and I didn't realize really that I hadn't tried it, and I wanted to make sure that I got to try it. So this is one that we actually won't be able to sell, obviously, but at the same time, I wanted to give it a try because I like these live terpene carts. These live terpene carts really have the flavor of like almost fresh nugs. Not even almost. It is the flavor of fresh nugs. Like when you, bro, these things, guys, when you're hitting this stuff, it's really this. It's not the cart. Can y'all hear that? Listen to this. Y'all hear that airflow? Sometimes if it's too loose or too tight, it cuts that airflow off and you can't hit it. There we go. But guys, it's like fresh nuggets. Like if you took your face, and you just submerged it, just damn, that looked very sexual. But into some cannabis flower, whether it was like CBD or probably not really like super potent Delta-8, but CBD, something like that, like high grade CBD. That's really what this is like, because the terpenes are extracted from live resin. So it's like the live plant is where they're getting these cannabis derived terpenes from, which is cannabis derived terpenes is always great, but even when they get it from the live plant immediately after like cultivation or through like the cold press process and all the stuff they do to get live resin, to get those terpenes into this cart, one, was not easy. Two, really nice effect. High percentage of Delta-8 THC. Great taste. I actually took like a 2.5 hour nap after this. So the thing about Delta-8, guys, is what I would say is there is sativa, there is hybrid, there is indica, but on the back end of all of them, as with a lot of cannabis just in general, there is a air of tiredness at the end of the day, especially late at night. So if you're having any Delta-8 late at night and you're feeling the effects while you're doing something or anything like that, the chances of on the back end of that you getting very tired, which most people want at night, is very high. And that's with the carts, that's with the flour, that's with the edibles, that's with all that stuff. I almost forgot. If any of you guys order any legally lifted products, these are the stickers that will be coming with your orders now. So if you want one specifically, just tell us what you want in the order when you hit us up, or just order twice and you end up getting both of them, because we try to remember for our customers, because we do have a good amount of customers that come and order twice. We do like to remind them to remind us if they've got another sticker before, or if we remember, we'll send them the other one, because every month we want to have a couple in rotation and limited edition stickers. So the ones from last month, which are this and legally lifted, like the legally lifted longer blue one, we won't be probably carrying those ever again. So if you guys are interested in just specific CBD hemp library legally lifted stickers, you can also hit us up and we can work on something like that. I don't like charging people for stickers for real. They will be very, very cheap. But at the same time, if you guys are interested in stickers, please let us know, and they will come free with every order. I'm not really a primary cart smoker. Like, my favorite time to hit this probably personally will be in bed, because if I'm sitting in bed and I smoke, I've asked myself more times than I'd like to admit. Nicole gets all pissed off at me. I'm actually very annoyed with myself because no one wants to sleep in ash. So if I'm chilling in the bed, which is a very rare case, I will be vaping this. I'll vape it on the couch while I'm chilling if I just don't feel like rolling. Because I'm primarily a flower smoker, and I know a lot of you guys watching this, actually, a lot of you guys watching this are probably cart smokers. That's why you clicked on the original video. But at the same time, there may be some flower smokers that just like watching me talk. And for you guys, like, this is the closest taste to flower out of a cart that I have ever had. Of any type of cart, Delta-9, Delta-8, CBD. I've never had a cart that tasted more like flower. And yeah, that's really it. It's like, as I hit this cart, I like to get more ideas about what to talk about. But guys, when it comes to these carts also, these live resin carts, I'm hitting it at like 3.8, 3.9. For our normal cannabis drive terpene carts, we're usually suggesting people to hit them anywhere between, like, I would say like 2.9 to 3.3 voltage on the battery. So you have to hit it higher. It has to burn higher. In the same way, a lot of times you have to burn live resin dabs hotter on a rig. You also have to vape it at a higher temperature just to make sure, one, it doesn't get stuck all in the rim and stuff like that, because that can happen to people when they don't heat it up all the way. And two, just to get the most quality hits. Most people want to be punched in the chest a little bit when they hit it. Man, it sucks they're about to ban carts. I feel like they help a lot of people. And even if we're talking about Juuls or we're talking about tobacco vaporizer products, I know they're horrible for children, but I still think they're better for people than cigarettes. It's crazy. And it's crazy that in a bill in which they gave everybody money and on the outward appearance seemed like they were helping everybody, which I'm sure they did help a good amount of people, like continue their lives and stuff like that marginally, but they sneak in there stuff that will also hurt people. Or I guess they say it's mass beneficial because of children, but the way I see it personally is, if you can't control what your child is mailing to your home. When I was a child, I was not mailing things or shipping things to my home that my parents didn't know about. Maybe I was raised different. Maybe some of these kids are in mansions and they tell the USPS or FedEx guy to drop off the package in the back door at 6:32 p.m. and I'll meet you out there and you can slip me my Juul. Maybe that's what's happening with these mailing people. But, man, control your fucking kids. I don't know. I just think cheeseburgers are killing people too, and they don't ban those from being shipped out to houses. French fries killing people. They don't lock up. They don't jolt the doors closed on the freezer at HEB. And those are horrible for you. But guys, we have a few of these left. I'm enjoying smoking on it. Definitely sitting here getting lifted. Definitely enjoying sitting here having a conversation with you guys. As you know, I do these conversations pretty organically. I do have some things usually that I want to talk about. Or in these episodes, there are things that if this was a CBD Hemp Library episode, that we like to talk about. But still, we like to keep it an open conversation. So guys, please comment below any questions you have about Delta-8. and any questions that you have regarding what I should talk about, because I know there are some topics that I probably miss or some topics that I don't talk about as much. So I just want to address those as well. And I actually have one here. I will put this comment up on the screen, but it says, I'm really curious how long Delta-8 stays in your system. And if you smoke it for a while, how long will it take for you to pass the drug test? Okay, so to be honest, to answer that question, first off, no matter what you are smoking, really no matter what drug you're taking, across the whole spectrum of narcotics, everybody will have a different amount of time it takes them to get out of their system. It depends on weight. It depends on age. It depends on hydration level. It depends on activity level. It depends on the narcotic itself. Some narcotics come out of your system in 12 hours. Some drugs come out of your system in 12 hours. Some take weeks. We have been hearing some stories about Delta-8 lasting longer in people's system, and I feel like a lot of that is because a lot of these edibles and a lot of these things are distillate based, and that just stays in your system long. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I'm not anything like that. But what I will say, guys, if you are taking Delta-8 products, you need to let your system cleanse. You need to let your system refresh. You need to let your system get this stuff out of your system before you take a drug test, minimum as much as you would give a Delta-9 test. But since Delta-8 is such a new product and it hasn't tested and how it reacts in people's bloodstreams and how long it's in people's bloodstreams, I guess is a better way of putting it, I would just be very, very careful. I would, me personally, I've never been drug tested for a job, because if a drug test is on the job application, I usually walk out the door and throw the application in the trash as I walk out the door. But with that exact same token, if you were trying to stay out of jail, if you were trying to get a job, if you were trying to, what other shit do they drug test people for? Like military shit, stuff like that. Guys, be safe. Like, marijuana is often not worth risking these things for people. Like, for me, like I said, I walk out the job. A lot of people are going to go in there. They might get a fake dick. They might get fake pee. They might get, yeah, there are such things as fake dicks. People have them for sure. Fake pee. They might try to get their friends pee. They might do all types of things to get that job. I've never really wanted to jump through those hoops, but if that's something that you have to do to feed your children, to feed yourself, to feed your whoever, then you got to do what you got to do, as well as if you want to smoke weed. So, or if you want to smoke Delta-8, if you even want to smoke or inhale or intake some CBD products, you just have to be careful, know yourself, and give yourself that at least 3 to 4 week period. In my opinion, like, I can get clean probably. Normally, I've had to get clean one time, and I did it in about 14 to 16 days. And I know some people. I've actually talked to somebody recently that said they took Delta-8 edibles back in December and they're not clean. And this video is coming out on February 24th. So, guys, they're going a couple, and they're not just like overly obese. They're not anything like that. So, guys, test it on yourself. Be very careful. Don't lose your job. Don't go back to jail. Don't go to jail in the first place. Don't not be able to feed yourself and provide for yourself on the back of Delta-8 THC. So just do the testing, do what you need to do, kind of stay aware of what you need to do in order to stay legal or to stay above board. So test it out. I would say give yourself a 3-week tolerance break if you need to. See if you can get clean. Like, if you know you need to get clean in August, for example, I would say sometime in May, April, stop smoking for a while, see how fast you can get clean, and then try to replicate that. So if you know you can get clean now in 3 weeks, then give yourself 4. Let's say at the beginning of July, you stop smoking so you can get ready for August. So, guys, this is just my way of trying to encourage you guys to not necessarily just be scared of it or not want to do it or anything like that. But if you have a drug test, I really want to implore you to be very safe, because I would hate to get any stories. It wouldn't be my fault, but I'd hate to get any stories from you guys about, oh, man, or you get back out of jail and you hit me up like, I thought that shit was legal. I thought I would piss clean. Or you trying to get your coaching job and they won't let you get your coaching job. Or you trying to, I don't know, keep possession of your kids. What else are they drug tests for? You trying to get in the military. You trying to be a pilot. Your parents are assholes. Whatever it is, guys, be very careful with the Delta-8 THC. It can make you fail a drug test, and it's just not worth it to some people. Some people might sit in jail and just be like, damn, that 100 milligrams I ate last night, or that 100 milligrams I ate a couple weeks ago, damn near was worth it. That experience was dope, but maybe. Some kids, you might be like, damn, I know I lost my daughter, but I got high as shit. Or, fuck, I know I lost my job, but at least I got one rolled up at home. Oh my goodness. You can't tell people what's worth it to them and what's not worth it to them. Like, I walk right out of jobs. That job could have offered me a good sum of money, and I'll walk right out that bitch for my personal self, because there's a certain way I like to live my life. But to other people, it's not worth it. If you have a child at home, I'm sticking my ass in there and pulling out the fake dick. You know what I mean? So, kind of just depends on what's worth it to you, what you want to do. A lot of people do ask what battery we use as well, and I use this Yocan. We've had it for months now, like probably almost going on a year, and it's still been going strong. So honestly, even if it pooped out on me in months or something like that, or 2 years, something like that, it's like $26, $25. You know, if I had to buy one of these a year, I'd be okay, because when I was using like these type of batteries, for example, these hoes will go out in seconds. You know what I mean? You'll take one hit. Oh, that was nice. Second hit, broken. You know, so I suggest this Yocan. We get ours from Great CBD. Great. We have a CHL is our discount code. I'll try to put that as an underlay beneath me, somewhere around here underneath my pretty face, you know. But if you're interested, they're like $26, and we have a discount code available for you as well. So that's just a heads up, if you will. Guys, I really appreciate you hanging out with me. I try to give you guys some tips about Delta-8. This live resin, or this live terp cart, is really hitting right now. I'm enjoying it. I feel great. I think I might go to Total Wine and get a drink or something while I edit. We've been super cooped up between the ice storm, between COVID, between me not having a car. I've been at home a lot, making a lot of videos, editing a lot of videos for you guys. And even though they took CBD Hemp Library away from us temporarily, we're still going to be posting on YouTube. We're still going to be posting on Instagram. We're still going to be posting on LinkedIn, Twitter, all that stuff. We can't be stopped. CHL can't be stopped. Shout out CHL Mafia. Shout out Sergio. Shout out Nicole. Shout out Patricia. Shout out all the people that help us. Shout out Mr. Bradley. Shout out all the people that help us make CBD Hemp Library legally lifted, all that stuff strong. So, guys, it's been another episode of GP's Free Game. GP here. Hit me up if you're interested in getting a live resin cart. Comes with these, or one of these at least, dope-ass stickers. It's been another episode, guys. I had fun. I hope you guys take heed to my advice about the Delta-8 in your system and in your bloodstream, because it's not really a joke if it's not a joke to you. You know, I was sitting here making these jokes about this random kind of sad occurrences that people could have in their life, but at the same time, if those things that I said happened to any one of you, I would hate for that to happen. So, y'all have a good night. Y'all have fun tonight. Stay safe. Peace.